Welcome to round two with Rally the Ancestors. I would like to play first. Not as good as our last hands because it didn't have. This doesn't have what's it called? The good card, Collected Company. But it'll do. We're gonna go Windswept Heath to green white on one, so that we can Visionary on two into Reflector on three off of Swamp Island. Ooh boy, I hope this is a mirror. Wait, no, I don't hope it's a mirror. I have no idea what the like. So the way the mirror works is that there's about two cards that matter, and it's Jason Collected Company. And then post board, I guess there's no Onfenza in this list, but I guess Reflector Mage probably makes it pretty clean. But before, when it was just like Onfenza, the post board mirrors were just like giant headaches. And now I guess it's just pretty straightforward of tempoing your opponent out and making sure they have nothing in play. Is this a Visionary? Sure. I think I can play Jace here, or I can play Harspex. Yeah, let's just play Harspex, I guess. I'd rather be mana efficient the next turn. And I'd rather not Reflector Mage a Elvish Visionary. I will get my free damage, though. I'm gonna second main Reflector me, because that'd be pretty awkward. Oh, Jace. Okay, well, I'm gonna play Reflector Mage this turn. And not let my opponent activate Jace. Is there a specific land I want besides a white source? Sweet. My opponent doesn't have Collected Company either. I'm like decently in this game. I don't think I want a blue source. I just want to get Vista. So, jam with those. The fifth land is something I actually want to play. That's the best fifth land for me to have. So I'm going to get my Jace bounced. Don't really need the blue mana. I don't really have good attacks here. I guess this is a free attack. And this is a free attack because the Harspex gives me cards if they die. I don't really care about my Zulaport dying here. This attack just bounces there, so that's just stupid. Probably want to scry. Could use some action. I don't really need the mana. That makes things complicated. Don't want that. Ooh, that's pretty good. So I send that back. I want this dead too. this. I want to scry first. That's not very good. A million rally the ancestors in hand. So if I just short rally to bounce that, and then I get to attack with everything. 3 blocks, so 1, 2, 3. I think my opponent dies. Pretty sure my opponent dies, so let's think about this. This goes back to my opponent's hand. They have 3 blockers. This blocks there, and then there's this many creatures getting through. I guess they're forced to chump, which is pretty good anyways. Plus, these are just extra rallies. Plus, I get to draw a card anyways, so yeah. That's definitely correct. So let's go draw a card after scrying this, that. Okay, cool. Then it's the mirror, so you just board in a bunch of dispels, sifters, a card, but like you're trying to get on board with better things. And people have answers to rally sometimes, and Ailey's just not good. Duress, not good in the mirror, by the way. You want to actually trade for their mana. Just really fighting over this like progressively improving board state with this card, which is just the best. Yeah, this hand's not the greatest mirror hand, but it has this card, so it's really hard to pass up. I think, well, that makes it pretty easy. So I'm gonna get, black, blue, white, white, green, and cast all my stuff. So I'm gonna get black with Evolving Wilds. Um, I'm gonna try to use Sidisi's Faithful to Time Walk a Jace. Ooh. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out if I actually just want to put the O4 and play as sack fodder. I don't think that's necessarily right. Nah, let's just keep going with my life. I'm going to debate which 3-drop to play next turn. My opponent plays a 3-drop, I play Reflector. If they play Jace, I play Reflector. If they don't do anything, then I play Husk. If I draw Island, I'm okay using that to get anything else, so... Let's take back the initiative. Yeah, this matchup's just really all about advancing your board state better than your opponent's advancing theirs. Oh, that's not what you wanted to do. That's really not what you're supposed to do there. Let's get white green. I'm gonna main phase because I guess reflectoring the reflector is not ideal, but getting dispelled on this is kind of the end of the game. So if I go visionary reflector, I think that's right. I don't really want Zulaport here. Perfect. If my opponent has Dispel, I'm in a lot of trouble. Maybe I'm just supposed to Reflector Jace here. Yeah, I think my opponent is... no, I want to Sidisi's Faithful Jace here. So I go... This first. I didn't put a lot good on the bottom. If I get dispelled, I get dispelled. Oh, no, I didn't get dispelled. That's interesting. So I think I want to get Jace Haruspex? No, I've got too many cards as is. I think I want just Jace. Though they're replaying Reflector, so I don't really want to put a Husk into play, so let's not do that. And then this just gets blue-black. And my goal here is... Oh, I get to draw a card too. That's so convenient. I want to put the 0-4 in the graveyard for a rally. Jace goes home. And I have actual attacks. Sweet. So, my play here, I'm going to get another white-green. My opponent hasn't demonstrated being able to do anything super great. So let's Reflector the Jace just to keep my opponent off of accompanying for a turn. And let's play a Husk. And I don't really want to trade that for Reflector Mage, specifically because I just don't want a Reflector Mage in my opponent's graveyard. And then from here... Yeah, this is doing that. I don't really care. The Husk will eventually enter the battlefield anyways. And then from here, all I have to do is just prevent myself from getting company or rallied for significant amounts of advantage. Let's do that. Oh boy. Let's make 2 Zulaports, I think, because the Husk that's in my hand is now going to represent very close to lethal. Let's use this to find another blue-black. And let's play the Jace in my hand. And I'm now representing my opponent being burned out next turn. No reason to attack. I block. I'd rather block. It doesn't matter. I can block with a Reflector Mage on the Husk, though. So let's just do that. There we go. One less creature to sack. As long as my opponent doesn't have... Okay, that's fine. Still fine. How broken can I get here? I have enough to... I can't rally with Dispel up, which I don't really... I can... Or, sorry, I can't Husk rally with Dispel up. I can... let's just lead on flipping Jace and see what happens. That's pretty bad here. So what if I just company again? Ugh, that's bad. I'm now in a troublesome spot against Dispel plus Rally, but I think I can beat anything else. I don't have good attacks, but yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to just fire into this. I just need to get into a spot where I get a second Cutthroat and play on my next turn and then kill my opponent. We just traded a bunch of board real estate. 5 cards to have exactly Rally Dispel then. Dead if they do. Guess Rally Duress does the same thing. They're probably going to try to rally this turn, or they're just going to concede. Yeah, sure. That is also a legal play you can make.